So I'm allowed to use it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm allowed to report, the same reason I'm allowed to report on the court proceedings, for sure.
Well, I mean, look, the work you do and did is not everyone's work. It's not something everyone wants to do, nor can do in the manner that you do it, because you stay poised and calm in the moments that you're in, and you get in the faces of people yet still stay respectful. That's not easy for people to do, because some people in that moment, they get so emotional, blah, 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 and then they don't know how to come down. You stay. So you can't even train somebody to be like that. You either have it or you don't have it. One can get better, but you can't just train someone and say, why can't you do what O'Keefe does? It's not a skill set they can teach anybody. So hopefully to go to that direction, because I think your job is a very important job. To move on, is there anything else you want to tell the audience before we move on from this story? Because obviously we're going to put the link below to go watch the documentary.
Yeah.
But is there any final thoughts on this story?
Couple things. Number one, you can watch the movie O'KeefeMediaGroup.com. It's $9. People say, why are you charging for journalism? Well, most of the journalism I don't charge for, but I think this movie is incredibly cinematic. I know you watched it yesterday. It's an incredible experience, and it's a really story about human nature. This is about human nature. How do I build an organization? It's not really a business. I mean, it is a business, but it's a mission. How do you create a sustainable entity, a team of people, going after the most powerful people in the world, which I will continue to do. We're about to talk about Epstein and all these other things I'm doing right now. How do you build that without it getting corrupted, without people lying about you to the FBI to protect their families, right? These are really hard questions that I haven't yet fully figured out yet. I'm learning, I'm experimenting. Nobody does this. So I'm trying to create a sustainable organization that can do it at scale. And to be fired from the company that I created and to build something from nothing. You mentioned in the film, George Kickle says, you can't afford my house. Mm-hmm. That statement said so much about him, didn't it? Anybody who says that, you can't afford my house, I don't know if you can play that real quick.
It's all the way at the end, Rob.
This is the thing that actually struck people the most. Of all the things in the film, it's the very last thing that happens in the movie. This really struck people. And it says so much about the character of these people. It's about 30
they're literally standing. That's right there, right there.
Play it. Line. We're loyal to each other. George, were you an investor in the same company as Matt Tierman?
Some of them.
You didn't disclose that.
But I wasn't an investor in the companies while I was on your board.
While you're on the board?
Yes, I think I was on the board then.
You weren't?
No.
When did you become an investor?
After I left your board.
Is that right?
How much did you invest in each of Matt Tierman's companies?
Watch this.
I don't think that's any of your business.
I think it is. How much did you...
We have a disagreement.
Are you refusing to answer the question?
Yes.
I want to talk about your investments in
I want to talk
companies.
about you.
How
much money did you spend on private helicopters?
I wasn't particularly concerned about the financial stuff.
My personal investments?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you said you're a businessman and Pfizer could be a buyer. What did you mean by that? What did you mean by that?
I invest in businesses. That's not news.
It's about making money.
That's how I made, yes.
It's all about making money, isn't it?
How do you think I paid for this?
Is it all about money?
Too bad you can't afford that.
There it is, right there.
Because you're a cheat.
So
you're a liar.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's all about money, isn't it? It's all about money. Because I'm not a business guy. It's all about money, isn't it? This was one of my closest associates. It was almost like an uncle to me. And unfortunately, Pat, I think I would say the last comment is, I don't know whether the commercial imperative, the profit-making mechanism, is compatible with absolute truth-telling. When I watched the people closest to, this guy was an uncular figure. His wife was like my second mother. And money just, unfortunately, tends to corrupt. So it's a deeper, more philosophical concept. I just wanted to get that out and tell you that I'm working on it. And I think the solution is to find really strong people with really strong convictions who are not for sale and unbreakable. And if I can surround myself with those types of people, I think we'll be okay.
That's a perfect transition into the one video clip, Rob, if you can, about your life, right? We've all seen this clip. Vinny, you love this clip.
I love it.
Can you, Rob, is there music in this one? I think there is, right?
I believe there is.
Is it going to be okay to play it with the music?
As long as we comment.
Okay,
Yeah.
go for
It's
it.
on YouTube Shorts without music too, whichever your preference is. This will work too.
What is the message of it, Rob?
If the price isn't your life,
then you're for sale.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find it on YouTube
I'll
without the
look as
music.
well.
See if
It's
you can
YouTube
find
Shorts is without music.
I mean, the music adds a.
It adds something to it.
You feel like you want to cry.
Yeah. There it is.
Is that the one?
That's it without music.
Okay,
There it
go
is.
for it, Rob.
Price. Is it 10
Go back
million?
to the beginning because it clips
Is
out
it
the
20
first
million?
few seconds.
What is your price?
There you go.
Is it 10 million? Is it 20 million? Is it 100 million? What is your price? Because if your price is not your life, then you are for sale. If your price is not your life, then you are for sale. So if you're going to be a truth teller, your price has to be your life. I can't surround myself with people whose price is not their life, because the enemy, whatever the enemy is, whether it be physical, legal, spiritual, will attack the vulnerability of the person who can be compromised. So you get real spiritual real fast if you're going to do this type of work. What is your price?
James, and I've seen this multiple times. I've shared it with people. We've played it on the podcast. I think what you're doing, you're hands down the best journalist. You don't give a shit. You even said right now that you're not in the, like, what money are you making from exposing the truth? I know it's going to be damn near impossible to trust every single person because what you said about the money situation. But in regard to this video, James, with the price being your life, has anybody, I'm pretty sure they have, approached you of any people of power that have tried to offer? Maybe a Soros, maybe somebody to tell you, like, James, shut up, here's money, we'll give you this, disappear, leave us alone.
It's a very interesting. Yeah, this one, and I remember, Vin, you DM'd me. I appreciate that very much. You were very touched by this.
Yeah, big time.
At the time, people were, you could hear the murmurs in the crowd. These are men twice my age.
Yes.
Just a simple statement. They're like, whoa.
Yeah.
What a concept. Whoa.
Yeah.
This is not, these are, there have been a couple times in meetings where people have, the closest thing I could say whereas a person of wealth would ask me to do something. And I would say, I can't, this is not an exchange of goods and services. I can't do something in exchange for you paying me to do it. That's not how I work as a journalist. I have to operate impartially without fear. And when the person realized where I was coming from, they kind of backed off.